Welcome to this special treatment guided meditation. This one is for you if you sometimes feel a little bit anxious in crowded places, public places. This guided meditation you can use with your eyes open as you're walking around or sitting in one of these places at the airport, on the bus, on the train, in the shopping mall. You can listen to this guided meditation while you're in that space, and I will guide your awareness in a way that might make you feel a little bit more at ease in the situation. But let's just get to it, and I hope you will enjoy this meditation, this awareness practice. And if you like it, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find more guided meditations and meditation music. So enjoy this meditation. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome to this guided meditation or this guided awareness practice. And this one is a little bit special. This is one that you can use if you're already in a crowded place and if that makes you uncomfortable in any way. Maybe all the people around you and all the stuff that's going on is making you anxious, nervous, maybe it's stressing you. And this guided awareness practice or this guided meditation is one that you can use right now in this moment. And you might be sitting down, I don't know, you might be sitting in a bus or on a train, or you might be at the airport, or you might be standing up. Maybe you're standing in line waiting for something, or maybe you're even walking. Maybe you're at a shopping mall or at a big train station and you're walking around, going from one place to another or just waiting for something. And you can use this guided awareness practice as you do so. So if it's safe for you, so take good care that you don't bump into someone or walk out in front of a car or something like that. So as long as it's safe for you, you can use this guided meditation, this guided awareness. So, before we get into it, let me just say a little bit about why you might be feeling uncomfortable right now. So, when we're in a place that makes us uncomfortable for apparently no particular reason, what this means is that we are usually having what you could call an inaccurate assessment of the sensory input. That sounds complicated, and it kind of is complicated, but if I should simplify it a little bit, what it means is that right now you are not noticing everything that you see and hear. You're only noticing parts of the things that you see, hear, smell, and observe with your senses. And our nervous system, our internal systems of all kinds might have very good reasons for only seeing part of things and only seeing the things that make us scared or uncomfortable or nervous. There might be all kinds of good reasons why we do this, even when it's actually making things a little bit more difficult for us and it's not really helpful for us. What we can do is that we can train our awareness. We can practice noticing more of the sensory input so that you can notice the things around you that would make you feel safe or that would make you feel comfortable. And this is what we're going to do in this little exercise here, this guided awareness. So start by just noticing that you're in this situation right now and you're listening to my voice and I'm here with you and we're going to try and do this, and it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing deep, it's nothing It's nothing dangerous, it's nothing scary. It's just, I'm going to ask you to notice some things, and yeah, there won't be any surprises, no alarms, nothing. Nothing wild. What we're going to do is we're going to do what I call a triple check in. And you can do this anytime and in any place that you might feel you need a little bit more calm, a little bit more presence. And we're going to do a triple check in. So, first, we're going to check in with the surroundings. Then, you're going to check in with yourself. And then in the end, you're going to check in with the people around you. And don't worry, you're not going to talk to anyone. This is not interactive. So, this is just something that you do with yourself. And nobody else has to know about it or even notice. All right. Okay, so let's start by checking in with your surroundings. And so, what we do is, I'm going to ask you to look around you. And don't look at the other people just yet. Just look at your surroundings and see what is the furthest point that you can see from where you are right now. What's the furthest away you can look? Really let your eyes stretch out. All right, so that might be the skyline, that might be buildings. If you're on a train or inside a building, maybe there are windows that you can look out of and you can see really far, maybe. Really try and notice what's the furthest away you can see. And then notice what you see. These are often the big shapes, the big lines. So that's like a horizon, or that's the shape of big buildings, or the long line of a road. Yeah. The tracks for the train, the landing roads for the airplane, the big mountains out in the horizons, these kind of big, long shapes and outlines. And look around you as well. See if it feels okay for you. You can look to either side, and you can even look behind you and really allow your eyes to stretch out and see the furthest away that you can see. That's good. And then now let's do the opposite. Now let's look at whatever is the closest to you right now. What's like really, really close to you. So this might be, if you're on a bus, for example, this is could be the seat in front of you, or it can be the floor right in front of your feet, or it can be uh, I don't know. I don't know where you are. Yeah, so just whatever's right in front of you, really, really close to you. And you can even look at yourself here. You can look at your own clothes, you can look at your own hands, right? Look at your own backpack or whatever. And this is a chance for you to really look at the materials that are close to you. So maybe you can see the patterns in wooden stuff, wooden furnitures. Maybe there is fabric that you can look at. Is it cotton? Is it wool? Is it, what kind of fabric is this? What are the colors? Is there any metal or glass? What does that look like? Maybe if there's a window, a glass window, maybe it's a little bit dirty and you can look at that. You can look at that grease that's on the window. Or maybe it's very clean and you can look at that. So, really try and notice the things that are very, very close to you. And again, take your time and look around you. If you want, you can turn your head slowly from side to side. Look behind you. What's there? Yeah. Look up and down. You can even just investigate or explore the your pants or whatever's on your knees or in your lap right now. And now look at everything between the two outer points. So that whole middle ground that fills up everything between the furthest point and the closest point. So take a moment here to just explore that. Look at all the objects that are here. Furniture, vehicles, plants, signs. Also, maybe there is trash, dirt, lamps. Whatever is there, just try and look at it and see if you can just look at it without judging it. Just observe it. Maybe you can ask yourself, what's the dominant color in the place that you are now? Is it mostly grayish colors? Is it mostly more white? Or is it very colorful? Are there lots of different colors? And now see if there's anything that you really like to look at. Is there anything in your surroundings that your eyes feel naturally drawn to? Something that, oh, this is nice. I don't know what it's like for you, but for me, if I'm in the airport, for example, that makes me, I don't like that. I don't like to be there. It's all glass and metal and shops and busy people and makes me a little bit stressed. But then if there's a plant, if one of the cafes or restaurants has a plant, that makes me feel a little bit relaxed. Now see if there's anything close to you or in your surroundings that make you feel a little bit better, something that you like to look at. And now spend some time looking at it and just observing it. What do you think it would feel like to touch that thing? Just imagine it. How do you think is it heavy, the object that you're looking at? Is it heavy? What's the temperature of the surface of it? Is it cool or is it warm? And what does it feel like? Is it soft and like fluffy to touch, or is it more like smooth and hard? If you'd go over and tap on it with the fingernail, what sound do you think it would make? And do you think it would have a taste if you would try and taste it? Would it have a taste? Yeah, so just take a moment and just look around you one last time. So we're checking in with the surroundings and we're just finishing that first part of the triple check in. So just notice if there's anything else that you'd like to just look at. You can look at it now, and you can always come back to looking at it. And when you're ready, I invite you to begin checking in with yourself. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't like doing that, you can just continue to look at that object that you like to look at and investigate the surroundings and see if there's any more objects that you like. But otherwise, begin to check in with yourself. And if you're in a place where it feels right and safe for you to do so, you can close your eyes, or you can just lower your eyes and not focus on anything and just relax your eyes and begin to turn your attention inside yourself. So take a few deep breaths here to begin with, just to arrive in your body. Just take a few deep breaths. You can breathe in through your nose and then you can breathe out through your mouth if you want. And you can see if you can just extend the exhale a little bit. So you exhale a little bit longer. Yeah. And now try and notice inside yourself if you can find any place inside yourself that feels good. Just like we did before with the surroundings, and you found an object that you were attracted to, something that you liked looking at. See if you can find something inside yourself right now that feels good, that feels safe, that feels pleasurable. This might be your thighs, or it might be your hands, it might be your feet. It might be the top of your head, the scalp under your hair. And just try and be with that for a moment. Just allow that place inside yourself that feels good to extend and expand. You might want to rub your hands together a little bit to feel how they get warmer. Or you can rub the top of your thighs with your hands to make them warmer. You might want to stretch, yawn. If you're walking around, you might speed up a little bit to walk a little bit faster. Yeah. Be careful that you don't bump into anything, but walking a little bit faster can be a good way to be in your body if you're feeling uncomfortable. And now let's do this third part of this triple check-in and check in a little bit with the people around you. Okay. So what I want you to do here is I want you to look around at the people and look for someone that you feel good about, someone who looks friendly. Imagine maybe who would you like to have a conversation with? You don't have to do that. You're not going to. That's not part of this. But if you were to have a conversation with anyone, who would you like to talk to? Who looks like a friendly person? You can look around. And if nobody looks friendly, you can think about which of these people might look friendly in a different setting. Who might look friendly and be fun to be around at their birthday? Do you think any of these people have pets? What's your favorite pet? Are you a cat person or a dog person or a bird person or a snake person? What kind of pets do you like? Think about a pet that you know that you like. And imagine looking around the place you're in and see if you can find someone who also might like that pet. How would they engage with that pet that you like? What would it be like to hang out with that person close to you in the surroundings there and have that pet, and you and the pet and that person were hanging out a little bit? What would that be like? And if there's somebody in your surrounding that looks really friendly, that you feel like this person really looks actually like a nice person, feel free to linger a little bit on that person and look at that person for a while. So be polite, don't stare, don't intrude, but feel free to discreetly look at that person for a while. Look at that person's eyes and face. Maybe you can hear their voice or their laughter. Look at their clothes and how they are maybe interacting with other people. Okay, so we're about to wrap this up. We're about to finish this triple check in, this guided awareness practice. And I hope that you feel a little bit better now. Maybe you found a place inside yourself that was a bit more peaceful. And you can continue to do this. I'm going to leave you in a little bit, and then you can continue to do this, checking in with your surroundings. You can keep looking for things that are nice for you to look at, things that draw your attention. You might even, if it feels okay for you, you might even walk around and touch things. You can touch things and see what does it feel like on the tips of your fingers. You can lift things up, see what it feels like, what's the weight of this object. So continue to explore your surroundings. And if you liked the inner world of yourself, if you like to be in that space, you can do that more. Yeah. So notice your breathing, notice the temperature of your body, notice what it feels like to touch yourself, touch your own clothes. And you can also continue this checking in with the people around you and just walk around and look at people. Maybe you like to look at older people. Maybe you find that they are calm or quiet. Maybe you like to look at someone who could be like a parent figure for you right now in this moment. Yeah. Or maybe look for someone who looks like or resembles someone that you know and like. Or maybe you can look for someone that you could imagine taking care of. How does that make you feel? Yeah. So continue for as long as you like this triple check-in, and you can repeat this over and over again in all kinds of settings, anywhere, at any time. And you can spend as little or as much time as you like doing this. Noticing things that we like is a good antidote to anxiousness, nervousness, uneasiness. The things that you see that you like are also part of the reality that you are in right now. So if there's anything inside you that feels warm and comfortable and fuzzy and cozy, that's also part of how you're feeling right now. Being in any moment in time and in any place in the world is always a very complex and multifaceted experience. See if you can allow yourself to also experience the things that make you feel safe and happy and worthy.